Hello, so in this video we're in step 2C, which is the target pension review. And you'll remember in step 1 you were given an option to put in a target pension value. In a recent survey on Doctors.net UK, over 50% of respondents said that they desired a pension between around £40,000 and £60,000. So I've taken the midpoint of that, which is £50,000 in today's terms. And then you can see on line 10 here in the green cells that assuming a future CPI of 2%, that's what this current target pension value of £50,000 would be worth. I've taken the added years out that were on in the previous videos, and you can see on these simplified views of the same four models that we've discussed in the previous videos, underneath it you can see the percentage of the target pension value. So only when the estimated pension value exceeds 100% of the target value for that year do you get a green value that's greater than 100%. So you can see the profound effect, for example, of using scheme pays. So the most expensive option in cash terms now is if you self-pay all your annual allowance, and you remember that by age 60 that was a significant amount. So without those added years now, that's self-paying £410,000 or £408,000. But you can see by taking this self-pay option, this consultant first reaches a value of over 100%, i.e. over £50,000 in today's terms, although that's £74,500 way in the future when this consultant, who's currently 40, is going to be 59, he first attains that value at age 59. Conversely, if he takes the most expensive option, which is cheap now but will pay later, and that's get the scheme to pay, you can see that the first value over 100% is 65. So this consultant has to work essentially an additional 6 years from 59 to 65 just to get the same pension, because although this value here of 85,000 looks higher than this value here of 75,000, allowing for the CPI growth, this is the first time that that consultant within that scheme has achieved a value that's higher than the inflation-adjusted target pension of £50,000, which she's set. So another 6 years just by using scheme pays. Now, one of the great perverse incentives of the current pension scheme, or perverse disincentives to working in the NHS, unfortunately, is that the pension tapering, which causes an increase in annual allowance, includes non-pensionable pay. So as in the previous videos, I've linked these two sheets. So for example, this consultant is just a standard consultant on 4 CAs. There's got no other pay apart from approximately £25,000 of income outside the NHS and 2 additional PAs. But for example, if he got rid of £25,000 of income, so for example went down from 12 to 10 PAs, so you can see here that he only reaches more than 100% at age 65, and at age 63 is only at 90% of pension value. But by dropping 2 PAs, when this recalculates, you can see that he's almost there at 98% 2 years earlier. So that's the disgraceful reality of the current pension rules, is this consultant is disincentivised from working an additional 2 PAs in the NHS and then rewarded by the ability to retire 2 years earlier, or almost 2 years earlier, on the same pension. And that, of course, makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.